Hey, Dabo, it's Chapel. You mentioned on Tuesday that Thurman's not going to play this week. Who are some other younger offensive linemen that you feel like are in position to kind of be in that backup spot if need be with him out?
I mean, it's pretty much the same guys, and we've got the 7 kind of starter guys, and then Braden is 8, and so pretty much the same guys after that that we've been working. Dietrich's he's not a young guy. He's been playing quite a bit. We got Mason Wade back this week as well. Gives us another guy in there. So same group we've been working. Really nobody new.
And you mentioned this is y'all's longest flight of the year, longest trip. I'm just wondering, from your first year to now, is there anything that you've done differently travel-wise for these long trips that you've figured out is the best way to handle it, or how have you kind of tackled that over the years? Has that changed at all?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we try to keep our routine the same regardless of where we are, as far as what time we get to the hotel, and so forth. Now, as far as coming back, there's been things that I've certainly learned over the years when you get home at 6 a.m., both in how I manage the staff and then also, kind of where the team is. And a lot of it depends on what type of game it was, as far as, how I may have to adjust with practice, especially, this late in the season. So this is game 6 for us, so we'll be going into game 7, but these guys have been going since July 29th. So, it's a late night, depending on, if it's a last play game, and how many snaps did guys play. There's those type of things post game. But as far as pre-game, really nothing changes for us other than, we might meet a little earlier on Friday, but because everything is set on when we try to always get to the hotel at a certain time. And then so that way, from the time we get to the hotel, the routine is always the same. So that's probably the biggest difference.
Dabo, this is Larry. When you are on your defense to create more turnovers, is it just a general we need more turnovers, or is it more, I guess, scientific than that? Hey, we're not getting our hands, not ripping in more balls, or how does that? Just curious for how you sort of administer that.
I mean, all the above. And then some of it's just finishing the plays that are there. Shots on goal, as Tom likes to call it. We had a nice sack, and if we attack the ball, we might have a sack score, in the last game. And so it's shots on goal. It's when we're playing some zone stuff, it's being a little better with our eyes. It's having a little better, not guessing, but anticipation that comes from your preparation and your film study. It's relentless second guys getting to the ball carrier and punching and stripping. It's all of those things. It's getting your hands up. Something I think we got to do a little bit better job. It's getting your hands up, because sometimes the ball's coming out quick and you can't get there. So you get your hands up, maybe you get a tip, tips or picks. And then we got to finish some of the plays that we've had, an opportunity to finish on. So it's everything. And then, we practice it every single week. We're relentless about it. And, we started off really good, and then we've had a little dry spell. So hopefully that'll change this week.
Hey, Dabo, this is Darian Carter. Avion Terrell off corner blitzes. He's kind of been getting home over the past couple of games or so. What kind of makes him that kind of player where he's just able to have the max always get his hands on the quarterback and get a quarterback pressure?
Well, he's got great, acceleration and speed, and he's got really good, just instincts and feel for the game and timing of the when to go. He does a good job, with his disguises and things like that. I was a little disappointed with him last week. He got there, created it was one of their crazy plays. It was kind of an unlucky play for us, but he really kind of hesitated on the or he kind of went almost to the back as opposed to staying straight quarterback. He's a quarterback guy all the way, and so we probably maybe that turns into a turnover. And certainly he would have been a sack, because I don't think he gets the ball off. But he's just a good player, and he's played a lot of ball. He's got good experience and, good feel for rushing.
Dabo, speaking of being around the ball, it seemed like Khalil was more active and physical against North Carolina than he maybe was, I guess, at his return against Syracuse. Did you see that as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was out. I mean, he hadn't played. He missed, if you remember, he missed pretty much all of camp. So he really didn't get any live work. He had very few. He missed all the scrimmages, so he had very little live work going into the opener, and then he played just very few plays. So he and Antonio, that was a big loss for us there, and so getting him back just really going and has been big for us. But I thought he played well. I mean, the team played well, and as I said, after our best players, and he's certainly one of our best players, led the way.
Anybody else for Coach?
What would you like to see, Dabo, specifically with the running game, just sort of moving forward, maybe be more explosive there?
Well, as long as we're throwing for 350 plus, I'll take that. I think I'd like to have a little bit more balance, and I think the biggest thing is, we've had some good rush games, but this past week, I wasn't disappointed. I just felt like there was a little bit more there, and just a little bit more. We should have had a really big quarterback run, but we logged it. We kind of reach the guy. It's a kick out. It's not a reach. Just some little nuances that if you don't really know what you're watching, it's not going to really make sense to you. Just a few little nuances that we can clean up. Maybe it's finishing a block, sustaining a block, taking the down guy to the second level as opposed to coming off a little early. Just some little things. Setting the block up. I mean, there's all kinds of things. Second level, work being done. So just, again, I was pleased with the game, but I felt like we should have rushed for probably 115, 120 in that game. And we just left a little bit there. So main thing I want to see is just be efficient. Just be efficient. As a offense, you're going to attack what the defense, you feel like the defense weakness is, but you got to be efficient in running the ball. And some games you're going to have more explosives in the run game than the past, but week to week we just want to be precise in what we do. We want to be physical at the point, and we want to be very efficient.
Anything else for Coach Swinney?
This is John with the Post and Courier. I actually had one question, just going back to the Batman thing. Did somebody send you a clip to kind of get that analogy, or did you have independent knowledge of the lore?
Yeah, just something that I had.
Dabo, how much does BC's offensive sort of schematics test your second level guys in coverage with the way they involve their running backs and also the tight ends, how they'll do that block, then slip to the backside of the
all the delay stuff. Yeah, I mean, big time. Test you big time. It's been a big week of practice, and I think their scheme is really good and fits their personnel really, really well. They do a nice job, and the quarterback is a really good play action guy and very accurate with the ball. A lot of max protection, but they're 11th in the country in passing. They really haven't run the ball, from a statistics standpoint, like where you go, oh my goodness. But it's because they're 11th in the country in passing, but all their passing comes through run presentations. That's a challenge. So it's their bunch sets, it is the pin and pulls, the counters, the down and arounds, and the true hard play action that comes off all that stuff that's creating a lot of explosives for them, because you have to commit and really be sound, because they create extra gaps. So their scheme is a challenge for sure. It creates a lot of conflict with your second and third level guys. So we got to be sharp. We got to be really sharp. Got to be studied up and ready to go.